it's Mattress Mick here. This week I'm on a real high. Why? I'm buzzing. Bzzz,
Meet Mattress Mick. He's the self-crowned king of bedding who has become a YouTube hit over the past few years with his ads and skits. He's in the important business of giving you a good night's sleep. Now filmmaker Colin Quinn has made the story of his life.
I'm back with a bang.
We're just going to do one line at a time, then I'll animate and edit everything else in.
It's called Mattress Men, and it may not be the bouncy feel-good hit you could be expecting. RTE Entertainment met Mattress Mick himself and Paul Kelly, the employee who has become the real power behind the horizontal throne.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
You didn't know what a Numpa Lumpa was.
Mattress Mick is portrayed as being a very happy character in his advertising and in his marketing. But behind Mattress Mick there is a story, and the story is told very well in the film. Like, I'm a real guy. I had my difficulties, I had my sufferings. Paul is also a real guy, although he's not out in the public face as much as I would be. And people don't realise that everybody has a story. And our story has been told in this film. At least part of our story has been told in this film. But yes, there is sensitive moments in it. Mattress Mick, or Michael Flynn, is a human being who has feelings and a heart. He's not always the laughy character that people see. Because I am me. It's not easy standing there in front of a camera, I can tell you, and acting the agent in front of people you know.
Paul, you were the Dr. Frankenstein of the piece. You came up with this creation. Where did it come from? How did you imagine up this character, Mattress Mick?
I've done a course in filmmaking. I met Mick in the yacht pub, and you know, I hadn't seen Mick in 20 years, so our pathways now came together. Mick was telling me his story because I was like enthusiastic. I just set up a little business, shoot audition in filming, and I was, you know, telling Mick. So Mick told me his story. So I was like, well, let's Americanise you. Let's just put your face out there, and we'll create this crazy, wacky character.
And so they did. Over the past few years, Mattress Mick has become a fixture on Northside Dublin billboards and a viral YouTube hit. As one MC at a public appearance puts it, Flynn is the man who goes to bed with half of North County Dublin every night. However, in the film, we learn very little about the real Michael Flynn.
My story is more about business problems than personal problems. I was quite open in the fact in the film, I think, that I had problems in my business. Like, I had 7 furniture shops at one stage, and things went wrong. I wasn't ashamed to admit that, although I found it very hard to accept it. But the acceptance was part of going forward. And I did this with the help of Paul. No, in the film, I'm a little bit more private than Paul. Like, my personal life is not exposed in the same way as Paul's. I didn't want it to be. I just wanted my business problems to be shown, because I felt my problems would contribute to other people getting help in the future.
I'm hoping to set up a contract with Mick that's going to secure me to come off the labour. I failed to make the payment. Things have been quite difficult.
I'm all over Twitter and all this here. I'm everywhere.
When Michael's alter ego takes off, Paul asks for a bigger slice of the business, and it causes friction between the two men, who are at heart friends but also business partners. Director Colin Quinn didn't have to make any of this up. This is a very real story.
When Colin approached me first, it was like it was written in my soul. I knew that my story would be told. There was just some sense about me. And when he asked me to do the film, I said to him that day, I said, Colin, this film will do very well. But I knew that I had to be completely open and honest for this story to be told. A lot of things that I'm not proud of. But we're all going through, there's 90% of Irish people probably going through the same struggle as I am. I wanted to come off the labour. I wanted to secure myself in the business. My girlfriend had 2 kids previous to our relationship. I had a kid previous. She's in a 2-bedroom flat with 2 kids together, and I can't live in my own home. How can I get a home where I can live? So I had nothing to lose, only to gain. And I knew that this is a strong story of Irish fighting back to make something of ourselves.
We all say we have good intentions, but would you put it back?
I don't want to be associated with somebody like that. You have to assume responsibility for your actions.
If we go to court, sure, I've no money to go to court.
So Mick, this is a real story. The tension we see in the movie is genuine.
Absolutely.
So what's it like now? What's the relationship like now?
It's wavy sometimes, but overall we get on. We understand one another. We understand one another's needs. Paul needs help, which I can give him. I need help that he can give me. I respect his problems. I respect his talents, as he does mine. And I think if we were more like it wouldn't work. We need to have this friction, although it's always resolved, whatever problems. And in the film, I think you'll see, or you saw, how we resolve certain issues.
I'm back with a bang.